This episode of The Republic is brought to you by Shutterstock. For 30% off, just go over to shutterstock.com and use promo code GAMEBREAKER8. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Republic, episode 149 for August 5th, 2013. I'm Gary Gannon. You're watching Gamebreaker TV. This week, we've got more info on the class reps and the first questions. Subscribers demand satisfaction, and streaming is a go. Yes, that's right. All that and more. But first, from SWTOR.com, Mr. Larry Everett, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I just ate some McDonald's, so I might not be good by the end of the show.
Ooh, that is not good. Is that even considered food?
No, it's just something to put in your mouth. That's really
basically
what it boils
down to.
Yeah.
A conduit for pickles and ketchup, basically.
That's right.
And joining us, as always, Laura Williams. How are you, Laura?
Hey, guys. Larry, McDonald's is disgusting. Nobody should ever eat that.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes. You know, I every like once a year, I really do get a craving for like the cheeseburger, and I do like once a year I eat like the 2 cheeseburger meal, and it's not even food, but it is kind of good.
I don't eat at McDonald's at all.
My children like the chicken
the last
nuggets.
time.
Your children like the chicken with butane in them. Makes all
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
You light them on fire.
They all really want to become Josh Allen, is what it is, and eat nugs.
D's nugs. They do. They have butane. They have butane in them. That's one of the ingredients in chicken McNuggets. I'm not even kidding. Go look that up, kids. It's on the internet. It's a true story.
I'm not a hipster. I just really do hate McDonald's.
I kind of do.
I
I'm
won't
kind
eat
of
there.
with you. Where else do I eat a Taco Bell like once in a while? That's really bad.
Yeah, if I have to do hamburgers, I prefer Wendy's. I don't really like Burger King either.
In-N-Out is the way to go.
Crazy.
That's what I understand. Unfortunately, they don't have those here.
In-N-Out is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a new show
I understand that.
It's about the food. This week in
We're
Star
talking
Wars
about
food.
Fast food channel. That's what we're all about here.
Nope.
I guess I don't feel.
Burger King either.
I don't feel so bad that I eat it like once a year though, because I eat it at Whole Foods literally about every day. So I figure like 99% is like organic and good for me, and then I eat like 1% really bad. So, what's your favorite food, Larry?
Recycled gasoline. What's my favorite food? Yeah. No. I am. Well, Chinese is kind of my staple, like the General Tso's chicken and that lo mein, those kinds of things. I like that.
What about you, Laura? If you had to pick one food.
I really like fish and asparagus. Love asparagus.
I can tell we have a lot to talk about this week. All right, let's talk about Star Wars: The Republic. Let's talk about class reps. No, you know, let's talk about Treek first, because we talked about Treek last week, right? You were all happy, Laura, that you got Treek, and you were all excited.
I am so excited about Treek. I cannot wait for tomorrow when I can actually get her for real.
But what we didn't talk about was we didn't talk about the price.
Yeah,
a little expensive.
You know what we said last week? You remember?
You get like 8 quarter pounders with cheese, Larry.
We said last week we're thinking, 600 cartel coins. Yeah, we were like 3.5 times wrong about that.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the 2100 cartel coin thing, and I kind of blanched a little bit. I was like, really?
21
crazy expensive
cartel coins.
That's like $20. $20 for that pet, and then another 700 on top of that if you want to unlock it in your collections. 2,800 cartel coins.
So you're gonna buy it? Are you gonna buy it? You're gonna still buy it?
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna buy it. I won't do it with cartel coins, but yeah, I'll spend $1 million credits in game and get the Legacy 41 because I have Legacy 50, and then I'll spend 700 cartel coins to unlock it in my collections for everybody else.
Is the community backlashing at all on this? Because this reminds me of World of Warcraft and charging for the hats.
Yeah, that's
and now if you wear the hat, they're kicking you out of raids if you're wearing the hat. They're just like, you shouldn't have bought that hat. Get out of this group. I'm wondering if Treek is going to become like a tarnish on your.
Well, I don't know that Treek will by herself because she's only 1 million credits, and now granted you have to have Legacy 40 to get it for 1 million credits, but and when I say 1 million credits, it sounds like a whole bunch of credits, but for people that have been playing for any extended period of time, everybody has 1 million credits that has been playing for an extended period of time, but yeah, to actually spend $20 on Treek. Yeah, I would probably remove somebody from the raid group because they're making bad life choices and they need to work on that.
Well, here's the thing: nobody knows how you actually acquired it. Nobody knows whether you spent cartel coins or what. So you're never really gonna know.
So don't admit it. Don't ever, if you're in my raid group or in my group.
I'm saying, watch out.
We already know that when Jimmy gets it because he's spent and bought 42,000 cartel coins. We already know where this is coming from.
Yeah. We have a guy.
This could become the insta-kick. This could become insta-kick from guilds and groups. If you have Treek out, I'm telling you, people wearing the hats in World of Warcraft are getting kicked out of groups left and right just for wearing the hat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
See, that's really sad.
Treek could be that thing.
Sparkly hat.
I'm saying boycott the 2100. Start the boycott. It seems kind of ridiculous. It's a little high, $20.
Actually, it is. For subscribers, they should have made that in half. We should get it cheaper.
Oh, easy.
As a subscriber.
Yeah. You're gonna
I'm very disappointed. I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to BioWare.
Subscribers are gonna question every single thing that happens like this because every time this happens, you'll be like, we should have got this for half. We should have got this cheaper.
Yep.
They should just change them.
We absolutely should have gotten it cheaper.
I can't wait to see it on the cartel market though, or not cartel market, on the GTN though, because this you can buy it from the cartel market. You can put it on the GTN, so somebody's going to spend $20 to get less than 1 million credits, because that really, I don't know, what are they doing?
I can't see people doing that. I really can't see people selling it for less than 1 million credits. That would just be nobody is that stupid. Gosh, Seriously, nobody is that stupid. Now, of course, I know somebody is going to go and put something out there just because I said it and to prove me wrong. But seriously, nobody's that dumb to go and spend $20 or hundreds of bucks or whatever to go buy all these cartel market things to stick it up on the auction house to sell it for 50,000 credits.
Can I make a really bloated theory here? I'm going to do this. I'm throwing this out there. It's probably completely wrong, but I'm throwing it out there anyway. I think this is one way for BioWare to
give vacations to everybody.
Falsely increase the value of the economy in the game. It does. It technically, by this standard, it makes 2,100 cartel coins equal 1 million credits. So $20 equals 1 million credits. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think that it's one of the things that they're doing to falsely make their economy look better than it is.
Oh, as somebody said in chat room, you will be able to sell the credit one in game and it will have a legacy requirement on it because they did mention that in their post about how to acquire Treek. So both of them can be sold.
Oh, right, yes.
Which is why I'm saying nobody's going to sell it for under 1 million credits. Because that would be really dumb.
Seems a little pricey to me. That's all I'm gonna say. I would not be plunking down $20 for this stupid little fur ball. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. She's a really good pet. I was very impressed. If you're leveling, it is. I definitely think it is worth it to acquire her. Whether you're paying $20 to get it on the cartel market or the 1 million credits in game, I do think the pet is definitely worth it.
All right,
Treek is worth more than the game itself now.
There it is. Treek is worth more than the game. It's a true story. All right, let's talk about class reps. Eric Musco added this caveat. He said, again, I quote, Will this guarantee changes are made to classes? Absolutely not. And I do not want to have that expectation in place. I can guarantee you, though, that our combat team is very excited about this program to help get feedback directly from the players about each class. They will certainly use these top threes to help inform future class balance decisions. I think this is kind of the stance I think we were all kind of expecting. Certainly not a bad one considering the approach that they've gone with. But the first batch of questions from the first two class reps have been asked now, so we should get answers, I guess, what is it, next week?
Let me see when that was posted, on the 2nd, so...
Yeah, I think it was next week we should.
Yeah.
How
probably
are the,
next Friday, I would say maybe the 9th.
How are the questions from Keyboard Ninja, the Sentinel class rep? That was a long sigh.
I don't know. I think this was kind of the safe one, if you will.
This was the softball.
This was kind of a softball. Not the questions themselves, mind you. But I think that because actually both of them, both the Sentinel and the Sniper, are kind of in pretty decent positions as far as both PvE and PvP are concerned, and so there you go. You're pretty much the questions are they're not as pertinent and as hard to answer.
What are they?
As let's see. Would it be possible to improve, revamp downtimes of penalties in the areas of hold on, what is this? Like the stack, the annihilate and merciless stacking buffs, which I guess that's cool. And the other one, it deals with what in the world?
Sorry, whoops.
And the other one deals with the rage and focus AOE DPS. Apparently, that's not up to what they're looking for, and which it isn't. As far as rage and focus is concerned, it's more of a you'll see that more in a Juggernaut than you will see in a Marauder, and it's also that's a PvE question, which is you don't see that spec actually really at all in PvE. So I'm sure that's what that's about. So it's not
all that exciting. Not very exciting.
No, they're not. They're not.
How about the questions from the Sniper class rep? Powie, I think.
They were Powie. I thought they were pretty good. They seem to be asking for a little bit more clarification on BioWare's stance, sort of on certain specs. Engineering was mentioned. Specifically, the other question, because you have to have one PvP, one PvE. Engineering snipers currently use a strategy of rolling scatter bombs to target large and predictable bosses. This strategy becomes unworkable when encountering less predictable opponents like Kepis, or multi-target fights like the Cartel Warlords and Dreadmaster Styrak. And engineers tend to fall behind in DPS because, one, they're unable to set up the scatter bombs, and two, with mobs moving out of Plasma Probe. So they're asking how BioWare would assess engineering's PvE performance. The PvE question centered around the fact that the hybrid spec of lethality and engineering tends to be more DPS overall than full lethality, and where they feel, is lethality in a good place right now for PvE. And then PvP was dealing with arenas and the fact that snipers lack any significant offensive cooldowns compared to some of the other advanced classes. So, I thought it was good.
A couple decent questions there. I'm still mad at I'm not class rep. You guys sure I didn't win?
I'm sorry.
Could have won Juggernaut, I'm sure.
Sure I didn't win that poll? I'm going to call for a recount if I can. Subscribers demand some appreciation, apparently. So Laura's, I think, one of them. Here's a quote from Eric Muska.
I want to be appreciated.
Musco said this. He said, "It's our plan to originally. It was our plan. Excuse me. It was our plan to our plan originally to have a second subscriber appreciation occur at the end of the month, along with our cartel coin grant you received in the beginning. Unfortunately, we hit some tech hurdles, and that is no longer the case. As always, we're going to continue to look for ways to show appreciation to you guys and ensure there is strong value in your subscription. Sorry for any confusion." So. Damn, them tech hurdles. Them tech hurdles of no appreciation. Pretty rough,
I have to be honest, I had completely forgotten that they were even considering doing a second customer or a subscriber appreciation at the end of the month. I was so underwhelmed by the 500 cartel coins that I got.
You just didn't even care.
Didn't even care.
Didn't even care.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or do we hear that kind of thing a lot with the chat bubbles?
It's the tech. It's really funny. I'm really surprised that they weren't able to give us anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just that specific thing that they, whatever that happened to be. They just, oh crap, we can't do this. But they've given us all sorts of things before, which
tech mutates. It takes on a life of its own. That's what it does. It's like it's like the Matrix, and it just starts recoding itself, and it becomes like its own thing. And then it's just like, I ain't giving shit away. What are you kidding me? Nope. Maybe that's the problem with the game. Maybe it's its own entity.
Maybe it's
now,
alive. That's what it is.
Control. That's what it is.
It doesn't want us to have free stuff.
That's totally totally makes sense now. It's not EA trying to money grab anything, and it is totally the hero engine is alive. And
it is. It was more technologically advanced than anyone had ever thought. That's the problem. It was too smart for its own good. Saved all the bad frame rates and just built out itself.
That's right.
It does sound like. What do you guys think? Are you now expecting subscribers will be getting something else at some point from his statement, or what?
I kind of see that it will. Here's the thing about the mini pet thing. It can't be a mini pet. And I mean, from what I see here, and I'm totally speculating, obviously, but we've been given mini pets before for specific things. Like, everybody's flagged as a subscriber, right? Everybody, they have a specific flag because we have specific things we can and cannot do as a subscriber. And so, therefore, we are all flagged if we are a subscriber. So, they should be able to use that flag to send everybody something, just like you having the collector's edition. You're flagged as having the collector's edition, so therefore you have access to certain things. And in fact, as a collector's edition, you receive an email that has a mini pet in it.
That tech. Apparently that tech existed at some point.
Yeah, that email also contained a mount, and I did recruit a friend on myself, and I got that mount too. I want another mini pet.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that tech already exists. So this issue that they're running into has to be either something phenomenally stupid, or they're trying to do something that they haven't done before.
Or they forgot.
I'm going to go with they forgot. That sounds more plausible.
You think they actually could have just forgotten? Oh, yeah, we just
crap.
But I mean, if you forgot, you could have just been like, hey, we forgot. Here's something held it up at least.
Then they'd have to admit that they were wrong and that they forgot something, and they can't possibly do that.
That's true. Yeah.
So now suddenly it's technical difficulties.
I wonder what it was that they just can't do.
Remember?
What if it was chat bubbles, subscriber only chat bubbles to reduce server load? That would be phenomenal.
No,
that would be genius.
Horrible. That'd be horrible.
Subscriber only chat bubbles. Give the perk just to subscribers.
Would you not want?
Larry, would you if you were, I know you're paying, but would you pay $15 a month just for chat bubbles?
Yes.
You would.
Oh yeah.
How about you, Laura? If you were a free to play player, would you pay $15?
No.
I hate chat bubbles.
It's a lot of value. It's a lot of value for subscription. Probably add an extra server.
I wouldn't pay $15 more than I'm paying right now for chat bubbles.
You don't want to pay $30 a month for chat bubbles?
I would not pay $30 a month for chat bubbles. But
I wonder what it could be.
Yes,
I really do wonder what's the
No.
deal. What's behind that statement? Because just what do you think?
I don't know.
How's that permeated across the subscriber base? Are you guys put off by it? Because I mean, I would imagine like it feels really unappreciated. Like you just feel like you're completely left out. Like they don't even care. They forgot or
I'm
even
really confused.
But even if going back to what you said, Lara, where like they were trying to do something different and it just didn't work, wouldn't you just the last thing be like, well, we know we can give coins in a mini pet or something, so just let's do that. That idea that was going to be cool didn't work, but let's not do nothing. Let's just at least do something that we know we can do for now.
That is what I would, if I were placed in that situation where I had a tech issue getting in the way of my wanting to do something for the subscribers that I said that I was going to do, then I would do something and, not do nothing. I think that's
really your core. What do you really think what it is? Do you think you just don't give a shit anymore? Like, what do you think?
Maybe they're going to pay our subscription for a month.
Gary's scoffing at that one. That was great. Come on. This is EA we're talking about.
Really? You really? Are you being serious? Or is that loaded with a ton of sarcasm? They forgot they forgot to give you something, and you think they're going to pay a month of your subscription? Good luck.
Yeah, I don't know. That's maybe. I mean, the only thing I can think of that maybe the tech isn't in there, but I think it is in there, actually. Is something would be available on the cartel market for subscribers that wasn't available for everybody else. But that tech's already in there because they gave us the Revan's Air thing. And so I don't know. That it's really confusing to me. It's what could it possibly be?
Just blame it on the rain.
I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
It rained.
The rain.
I'm just gonna. It's good enough as an excuse that they got.
That
rain.
is an excuse.
Sorry, we forgot. We don't.
Yeah, it's an excuse for me because my internet shuts down when it rains around here. So maybe they have the same ISP that we do.
I'll tell you one company that does not make excuses. Bam! Audible.com. They do not make excuses. They give you free 30-day trials and free shit. Free audiobooks. They give you a free audiobook, a free 30-day trial, and a free audiobook. Yes, that's right. All you got to do is go to audible.com/Gamebreaker. Use that URL, and you're going to get a free book and a free 30-day trial. I am I'm not missed. I am in the midst of a fantastic book that I recommend to everybody. Here's a little Will Wheaton for you.
I gave myself a crash course in 80s Saturday morning cartoons. I learned the name of every last goddamn GoBot and Transformer. Land of the Lost, Thundar the Barbarian, He-Man, Schoolhouse Rock, G.I. Joe. I knew them all, because knowing is half the battle. Who was my friend when things got rough? HR Puffin stuff.
Come on, gamers. I'm telling you, gamers, you will love this book. MMO players especially. It's called Ready Player One. It's by Ernest Cline, narrated by Will Wheaton. Nerd cred. And look at that. You can't go wrong. 6,816 ratings with a 4.7. You could be downloading this bad boy to your phone tonight absolutely for free. All you got to do is go over to audible.com. Use that URL /Gamebreaker and sign up and make a new account and pick a book. And if you guys haven't checked it out, it's audiobook. So you download the app, you put it on your iPhone, your iOS device, your iPad, your Android. They have apps for all that stuff. And you start listening. And if you guys like it, which I've been a long time subscriber, basically you subscribe every month. They give you free credits. And there's different tiers. You can pick I forget what the tiers are exactly per month, but there's different pricing points where you get like one book or two books. They give you credits every month towards books. I've been a subscriber for years, long before they were sponsors. So I'm super happy to have those guys on. Check it out. Go to audible.com/Gamebreaker and check out Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. All right, next up, Twitch streaming is being integrated into SWTOR. Wait, no, that's not happening. No, sorry, my bad.
No.
Can you really blame me when the new feature announced is called streaming mode?
It freaked me out too. First, I'm like, sweet
streaming mode.
Now I don't have to have that stupid OBS program running at the same time.
I can't. So. Come on, seriously, yeah. I couldn't have been the only person who thought that.
No, I thought it too. Seriously, okay. I was like, when I heard when I heard that they were doing streaming, that's exactly what I thought it was. Because there's games right now that have that integrated into their software. They have streaming software built in, and you can attach to Twitch or live stream or whatever, and boom, you're all set. But no, it's
not what we're talking about.
That would be really cool.
No.
That would be really cool. Yes,
that would be innovative.
It would, yeah. That tech, yeah.
And it could be only for subscribers.
There you go. And then you have a chat room, so you don't need chat bubbles. So no Twitch streaming, but new players installing the game will be able to play prior to downloading the entire game. So it's an awesome feature, but it's like every game out there has it now. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. WoW's got it. Basically, if you guys are wondering, you download the client. It's going to be a really small download now instead of the entire thing. You'll have a little progress bar. You can start playing the game as soon as it gets to a certain point of download. And then as you're playing the game, it just keeps downloading more of the content in the background. So nice feature, definitely for new players.
Yep.
Streaming mode, really? I don't know.
Yeah. And did you hear this one? This one's the best part, because all of those guys that are looking to get back into the game that might have uninstalled the game and they don't want to wait again. Current players who are reinstalling to a new PC or location must wait for the download to complete before playing any existing characters.
Explain that. Explain that again.
You got to wait for the full download.
Why?
Before you can play any existing character.
So if you've had an account, this doesn't work.
Punishment for leaving.
It's your punishment for leaving. That's right.
So somehow this streaming client doesn't talk to your old account if you were an existing player.
You can. Yeah, well, the thing is I'm pretty sure that what it boils down to is the first part that you're downloading is the first locations, and so therefore you can create new characters, and then by the time that you get to the areas that you haven't downloaded,
well, that makes sense. That kind of makes sense, because your characters, if they're high level, are in different areas, and it's downloading the content like almost through a level progression of from newbie character up to high level character. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
How does that work in World of Warcraft? Shafton, do you know? In World of Warcraft, if you have the streaming client, if you've left World of Warcraft for let's say months, you have a high level character and you download the client, it's got the streaming in the background feature. If you have a high level character, can you immediately jump in and play that character? Not if you've deleted your folder, he said. So it's the same thing.
So there you go. Same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not.
That's kind of, honestly, I think that's how most of them work.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I mean, it makes sense, but it's just kind of funny.
Maybe the name guy behind this again. How's Space Garage doing, by the way?
It's hanging in there.
It's still on.
Nice. Space Garage is on.
We're going to battle in the Space Garage. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
In fact, I think they're going to release a whole set of 1950s gear. We're going to be all coming out of Greece.
Space Garage. All right. Sales, and more sales. Sales everywhere. Eric Busco had this to say about sales. He said, you may have noticed that aside from the Gree-themed items returning to the store, that the items which are on sale sometimes changes as well. I recommend folks check the store every day to see what things are on sale. If we add any brand new items into the market, we will be sure to alert you, but these sales will be changing on the fly. So in other words, please check the store every day, and we'll try to catch your eye with something shiny and new.
They're trying to make money. Come on. I'm cool with that.
Actually, this started because some dude got on the forums and was crying because he wanted to buy that sundial Gree mount.
Oh, right.
The Solus Secant. And it was only on sale for 3 days, and then they took it off the cartel market, and so he was all pissy because he was like, oh, I wasn't able to get it. They were like, well, Sorry. It'll come back.
Do you think it was that one guy just making a stink about it?
I think it's that one guy crying.
One guy crying over that he couldn't mount something. It happens.
Quite too often. We got anything else to talk about? I don't really have anything else to talk about. You want to talk about hamburgers? I had an amazing burger this weekend. I ate at Gordon Ramsay's burger joint in Las Vegas. You get a chance? That's a burger. I had nothing else to talk about. You guys got anything you want to talk about? Nah. All right. Thanks.
I do think one thing I do want to mention, because the next patch comes out tomorrow. 2.3 comes out tomorrow. And we've talked about all this stuff before, but definitely do the new dailies. If you're if you're one of the people that don't do a lot of dailies, or find that they're just a really big, huge waste of time, they don't necessarily get you the money that you're looking for, because people that, generally speaking, if they don't do crafting, if they don't do crafting, they have to get money through combat and that kind of thing. These new dailies are awesome for getting money. Seriously, if you're not into crafting like me, do the new dailies. Incredible money there.
Got to get Treek somehow.
People should go do it anyways, because you can get the Zerka taxi.
That too.
And that is the coolest mount in the game right now.
It is. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Laura Williams, follow her on the Twitter at VoidMinx, VoidMynx, and of course right here every Monday at 6 PST for the Republic. Larry Everett, follow him on the Twitter at Shadow, SHADDOE, and of course go to massively.com and read the Hyperspace Beacon. What are you talking about this week? You probably got more words in that article than this show.
Yeah, I'm giving my top 5 pro tips, if you will, for 2.3. Make sure that you're all grouped up in this kind of and different kinds of things that you want to pay attention to as you go into the new content.
All right, put that in the show notes next week, because we may need it. We can go over your article. We can make it a weekly thing. The Hyperspace Beacon.
There you go.
Revised
Part
up
2.
in part on the Republic. Like, can we make that a thing? Thank you. All right, so you can follow me at Gary Gannon, follow Gamebreaker TV, and of course come over to the show. We do it every Monday at 6 PST. We launched a new show for you guys interested in Final Fantasy XIV. XIV Reborn is back. Episode 1 was last week. Go check that out. It's on Gamebreaker.tv. Our forums are already up for Final Fantasy fans. It's forum.xivnation.com. Forum.xivnation.com. And xivnation.com will be live, hopefully, within the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. Lots more coming. And thanks so much again for watching this week. We'll see you next week on The Republic. Have a great week, guys.